Hey all, welcome to Code Tech Facts. In this video, we can see how to create a starter kit in Express.js using a TypeScript. Let's create with the package.json. Starts with the name and version and descriptions. And we need the important tag segment is scripts. We can check it in the later state. And the keywords, what are the keywords we are using in this? And dependencies, body parser, that's needed after the Express 4.0. That's for passing our request. Compression, for compression purpose, that's a zzip other information. If needed, we can add the cors for enabling the cors purpose. Express I am using 4.16.3. File read and write I am using fs and path. Path is for read the path information. Rimref is for deleting a directory. Winston is for the logging purpose. And dev dependency I am added that type things for the dependencies. And ESLint for the linting purpose. Prettier for code formatting. Node1 is for the development. While we are changing the code, we don't want to stop and start the server and again. So the Node1 will help us to restart the server automatically when the code gets changed. And the TS loader is used to execute our TS file directly with the help of Node1. And TypeScript I am using 3.9.5. The Express main functionality is middleware. What is middleware? The middleware is a function which executes in the lifecycle of requests. It has access for the request object response or the routes. It's basically used for logging purpose or authentication purpose, or we can change the response type. Those informations can be added with the middleware. So some of the middlewares are available predefined and we can write our custom middleware as well. I have created a file with express.api.ts. You can create your old file name. I have start importing from the express, request, response. Next function is a callback. And the request handler is for handling our exception. And body parser is for parsing our request information. Next is compression, express to create our express object, HTTP to create our HTTP server. This is a custom logger. Let's see what's in the custom logger. This I have used with the Winston logger. So for Winston, we are creating a logger, transport, logger and the format. What's the create logger? It's used to create our object. The transport is using for console.log, or it needs to be a file, or it can be an HTTP. That is the transport. Logger to mention our logging information like a console.log or info or error, those information. And next is format, the formatting our logger. Next is the path, where need to store the file and the file object. This is for daily rotate. As we are creating the logger, it can be in the daily basis or a hourly basis that can be rotate automatically. That's a Winston daily rotate file. I have created the object for logger and the log directory is from the current directory. I have created a logs. If the folder is not available, then create the folder. And the format I have set it with format.print. First one is level. That's a level can be any kind of level, that's a info or error, those information, message and the timestamp. It will print in this information. And after that, I have created logger, format.combine, it can be JSON, and the format.timestamp and the log format, which is going to be this format. And the transport I have used console.log, that's a transport.log, it will print in your window. And the daily rotate path.join at logger.log directory, that's our log directory. Starter, this will be the date followed by the date. The date pattern will be, the file name will be year, month and date. The maximum size is 1 GB. After the GB, it will create a separate file in the day itself. We can set the level as well. This is a configuration method. We will be calling from this express.api.ts. It will check for the directory and it will set the logger. And I have created a custom method called getLog. If it is a string, then return the value, or else just signify the JSON, because we will be passing the JSON as well. If it is a JSON object, we have to signify it. So these are the other methods for debug, error, warn and info. I have ordered all the methods. Let's go back to this. And next one is API, which is another custom class. It will hold all the information like OK. If it is a OK, status.OK, bad request, or J, unauthorized, forbidden, not found, all those informations I have added as a wrapper, so that we can reuse for all those informations. And start creating the public apps express.express. This is the object for express.js. And next one is needed is router. Next one is I have created the router. This dot app is equal to express, creating the router object as well. What's the next method is configure. That is used to configure our middlewares, base routes and the routes and the error handlers. What are the configured middleware I have used is, these are the predefined middleware I have used. JSON limit up to 50 MB. The JSON can be uploaded up to 50 MB and the compression added here for gzip and other information. URL also I have limited up to 50 MB. After that I have configured our custom logger as well. The base route is for the base routing. If the user hits the slash, I need to show the version number and the name of the API. If else, it can move to the next object. That means it will move to the next middleware. That is the use of the next function. This dot use, you can set it over the base route as API/v1, or I have defined with slash. Next one is the configure routes. What I have done is, normally the query strings will be case sensitive. I don't want to be a case sensitive. So I have changed all the query strings with the lower case. Next one is the error handler. How the error handler will handle means, you have to, in the previous middleware, we will be adding request response followed by next. Whereas in the error, we will be handling error, request, response followed by the next. If I have the request.body, I have some payload information, adding the information with JSON.stringify of request.body, so that it will be added automatically. App.error of what's the error message, it will be displayed automatically, and it will throw API.server error, which is a wrapper class which we have written. Automatically the server error will return 500 followed by the status. And next one is, if the route is not found, automatically the middleware comes into this point and it will show API not found. The next is the important point. We are creating our express server. Constant server is equal to http.create server of, using this express all the middleware's informations, we have to create a HTTP server. Server.listen of port, and I am giving information server started. Server.on, if it is an error, then show this message. Error is equal to listen, throw error, or else I have added some of the code. If it is a permission issue or if the port is already in use, we can show all the information for the errors. The express.api.ts I have created for the middleware and other configuration related information. For starting the server, I have created a separate file called main.ts. This will call the express.api, and we are creating the object, and api.run, it will execute our server. And we have exported the app. The reason is, while we are creating for the end-to-end testing, we will be using this one. The next is, we can start our server. For starting the server, we have to add the scripts. For the script, I have used the start nodeman -v execute ts node start main.ts. It will start our file. The next one is lint. The lint is to verify the linting issues alone. It is used for fix. The only thing is we have added the minus fix parameter. Next one is the prettier. The prettier is for the space and additional spaces. So those information can be fixed. Use this prettier, parse the TypeScript, and minus write all the TypeScript information. Let's try with the prettier. I'm creating some of the space, adding single quotes, save it. Now npm run prettier : fix. Let's check it out. It's fixed without the additional lines and single quotes. All those information has been fixed automatically. And next one is we can start our server. Npm start. So totally 25 files are there, and it has been started automatically. Let's check the logger. The logger has been created with the file name and the date. You can check the API. It's executed with the version name and the name. You can download the source code from this GitHub URL. I will share the URL in the description box. Thanks for watching the video. If you like the video, please subscribe and share with your friends. In the next video, we can see how to create a configuration based JSON for different environments.